And welcome to Let's Fly VFR and Explain 12. Today we're heading out in the Baron 58 and we're going to take this for a run over my hometown of Adelaide in South Australia and have a look at the graphics and new lighting effects etc. that have been included with Explain 12. So let's get started. I'll quickly pop down the takeoff flaps because I forgot those. And we'll head out. And I've been really enjoying flying the Baron 58, which is actually a X-Plane 11 aircraft, guys, that's just been carried through. No doubt got some updates and some improvements, but been really enjoying, especially landing this thing. It is a real challenge. You've got to land it with a reasonable amount of power and lots of backstick to prevent yourself from breaking anything. But while we're here, let's have a look. Now, I'm sure you're interested in the performance if you haven't already got Explain 12. So I've left the performance counter or the frame counter up on the left corner there. If you can see it, we're sitting around about 37, 38 FPS, which is pretty incredible. Now we can see all the lighting effects, the beautiful sunset over there in the west as we're climbing up through 800 feet. And pretty immense, I reckon. It's I'm pretty happy with it. I have to say, like many, I looked at it initially, and I think most simmers were hoping to see Microsoft Flight Simulator terrains and everything, which was something Lamina never promised. So we have to be fair. Now, I will just say that I have got some ortho scenery running here, but with the depth and quality of the default scenery, it's probably not that big a deal, but I have got it there and I just wanted to be upfront with you. So we can see water textures, and the other thing is, if you look carefully, you can see the shadows being cast on the ground from the clouds. Pretty impressed with those too. Comparing them to my experience, at least in Microsoft Flight Simulator, they're just a lot more realistic at this point. And again, remember, this is a beta, guys. I know a few people have been beating up Explain 12 because of its faults and errors and bits and pieces and bugs, but it's a beta. So please just be patient with it. Performance is incredible, really. Since they've incorporated the Vulcan engine in the core of the simulator and not just tacked on as it was with 11, the performance is incredible because this is everything. Absolutely flat out. Everything's maxed at 1080p and we're getting 37 FPS. Flying this in VR has been a little bit more of a challenge, but really the only things I have done are drop down the draw distance, the vegetation and the object level to about medium, but I've left the quality and the textures and everything right up there at maximum, so that's still producing about the same sort of FPS performance, around about 30 or so anyway, in VR, and that's a smooth performance. Certainly not as clear and with the clarity that you get on 2D screens, but you get 3D depth perception and the ability to look around nice and smoothly, which I very much enjoy. But this is a really easy way to get out there and just have a look at what is currently available and what it's doing for us. So again, heading towards some clouds, you can see we're just passing by some. Man, they look so realistic. You sort of pass into them, there's a little bit of lead-in mist as you get into the cloud proper, and you fly through it and there's a little milky white and then out the other side. I have had a couple of experiences in the cumulus clouds. That's a violent storm, that is. You really got to watch that. And this is Adelaide CBD down there below, so we're looking at the big building on the right is a fairly new big hospital that's been built. So we're going to come around past the city and all its parklands, as well as the main stadium, which is right off our nose, that circular stadium there at the moment, and we'll head back towards Adelaide International Airport. And again, you can see the light shining on the ground as it comes in off the sea, and you can see the shadows being cast around from those beautiful clouds. Very happy with it as we get the gear down. And we come in for just a nice gentle landing. I can show you the graphic settings that I have, but honestly, they're just maxed. Everything is just maxed at 1080p. And this is a 5600X with a 2060 Super. So this is not even a 30 series card. And it's able to produce what I would say is magnificent performance, especially everything maxed, because I could never do that with X-Plane 11. So the performance increases have been exponential, may I suggest. So in the upcoming videos, we're going to be looking at Face Track No IR. I've been doing a little bit of that, VR performance, and then we're going to look at more aspects of X-Plane 12 in its current release. And this is Beta 11. So how have you guys been going? Have you been enjoying it? Have you downloaded it yet, or are you still not real sure? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you found the performance in VR what you expected? What do you think of the overall presentation of the graphics? Were you disappointed? We'd love to hear your comments down below, as we see the two reds and the two whites, which is something you can't see in VR very well until you get quite close. Very, very crisp and clear on the 1080p monitor. Let's see if we can get this down. So often lose control of this thing on the ground, wandering off with my rudders, which I've just had to repair. Got a pair of CH rudders down here that had some broken wires. So that's all fixed. Let's keep the nose up. So we land at Adelaide International Airport with quite a number of aircraft there waiting to depart. Holding the nose power, nose up, nose up. Oh, still a little bit on the heavy side, but the engines are running. So let's get ourselves taxied back in. Again, I'm really enjoying it. It has really sparked my interest to come back after about a year, really, and start making some more videos, because I've really had a bit of a hiatus on that. So welcome back to the channel if you've lasted this long, and look forward to seeing you back here for some more videos here at Let's Fly VFR. If you're looking for more tips and tricks, please don't forget to go to letsflyvfr.com, and if you're interested in some of my other travels, I have dreamingguitar.com, which is my travels with the Air Force, contracting in the Middle East, and my life and experiences living in Thailand and Malaysia, if you have any interest on that. Plus some guitar stuff as well, there's a little bit there. So taxi in, beautiful crisp clear graphics, textures are amazing, nothing but good things to say about X-Plane 12, and looking forward to doing a lot more flying and trying out some of the other aircraft as well, guys. So we'll be looking at those too as we come to future videos. Now I believe these airways now move. It'll be something. I'll have to fly an airliner and see if I can get them to operate correctly. See how that all goes. So parked up. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for coming to Let's Fly VFR. Love to hear from you in the comments below, and welcome to X-Plane 12, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.